So on August 12th, 2021, I entered some keywords that pulled up this Gematria entry. So this entry has entering heaven, banned from heaven, picture heaven, he's finally here, my holy Lord, Lord God himself. And then this entry, J likes heaven. And then going further, people in heaven. Now, the keywords used to generate this particular Gematria entry at this time, I have to keep secret as it's the privilege of the other person who showed me. But believe it or not, on this same day, an individual who goes by the name Jay reached out to me with an actual video. This is the first person in my entire life who I've come across who created a video introduction to myself. I will now play for you that full video introduction.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey there, Truth Seeker, Spirit of Admitos. I've enjoyed your videos for over a year and finally reached the point of impetus today to reach out and contact you. I would love to have a conversation with you, to chop it up. We have been on very similar paths with the people that we pay attention to and get information from. And I wanted to say hello. I'd love to start a conversation. I'd love to have you on my podcast. I'd love to talk with you. And I hope you're doing well today.
So, going back to this screen clipping, what does this mean? Now, I don't quite know, but one conclusion that I've come away with is that it may be of value to pay attention to this website that's called gematrix.org. I've read literature concerning the nature of synchronicity and have discussed with its relationship with some of the Mandela effect reality changes. I have the feeling that externalization, these mysteries, is likely going to be a potential opportunity for my platform. Understanding increases with well-done contextualization. Recently, I done a video on the location of an island west of Australia. Jay comments here, "You mentioned synchronicity quite a bit. I will share. I'm 48, educated, Bachelor of Arts. Just this week I've learned something for the first time that was counter to everything I thought previous. I learned New Zealand was east of Australia, not west. All my life I thought New Zealand was west of Australia. I'm great with maps and always loved geography. So this week, a video about Antarctica referenced New Zealand in a strange way that didn't make sense to me, so I looked it up. It really shook me that New Zealand was east of Australia. Just thought I'd share in relation to your video. I'm a visual learner, and I remember a large island mass west of Australia that I always associated with New Zealand. The other topic I pondered recently is why is Australia so arid and New Zealand so lush, when they both are so far from the equator? The map seems strange. New Zealand is close AF to Antarctica." Several weeks ago, I did an interview with Jay. It's called Truth Seekers Unite. It can be found on his Odyssey channel. I'll put a link of it in the description. In addition, I'll play a few clips from that interview. The full interview is about an hour. These coincidental synchronicities mean something. It could be difficult territory for some to tread, as there could be a sense of losing your grounding on reality. This may relate to why some are repulsed and others lie about not having specific Mandela effects. It may be that things have always been this way on Earth, or that there is a specific process that's causing these synchronous events to happen more often. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Mainstream media is dominated by the right and the left. The majority in the middle are left without a voice. You've reached the Conservative Hippie Podcast, a common sense look at life, the universe, and everything. Here's your host, Jay Fratt, the Conservative Hippie.
All right, I have the one and only Chad with Spirit of Admitos. Hello there.
Hello, how are you doing today, Jay?
I'm doing fantastic. I thank you so much. I've gotten to know you a little bit through your channel. He's available if you just search Spirit of, whereas it's actually not happening here. We're far from it. And I would even go to say, some people say, oh, Jay, it's a slippery slope, right? Where you need to get upset about these quarantine isolation facilities because that's just a prelude of what's to come. I think that's false as well. I don't I think that they're more innocent and just a structure of our organized society and well-meaning in many ways, these quarantine isolation facilities. Not nefarious in many ways. And it's a struggle because sometimes the largest vitriol I get when I'm out there communicating with people in what I would say is my community, and I try to put a stop to say hyperbolic spread of a narrative like from this video, I will get people that get very vicious with me, as if they're trying to defend some nefarious angle, packet of information, like it's hurting their worldview. It's very strange. Have you received vitriol in that respect when you come to a conclusion that maybe isn't, that it doesn't fall in line with what I would say the Great Awakening narrative, if you will?
Yeah, just a few times. There was one occasion where I went to a particular forum called The Donald, which was an offshoot of an old Reddit. And on that particular forum, I spoke some controversial view concerning the election results. This is during the late December, early January timeframe. And I mentioned something about my expectations of what was to come based on the information we had at the time, and actually got permanently banned from the particular forum.
Wow. Do you want what?
It happened a few times also on Twitter, just for different minor things. Usually, if it's a subject of manipulated media, and I call out that the media is being manipulated, then occasionally I'll get some pushback on Twitter for that.
Yeah. I have yet to receive pushback from Twitter. I'm still on Twitter. I post freely. I haven't. I check once in a while to see if I'm shadow banned or this or that, and I can't tell. I haven't been able to prove any of that.